Yeah. Fast forward 5 to 10 minutes. I'm gonna let some people get in here. Hit the like button. Thanks for stopping by. Get your donations ready. About to start in a minute.
Thank you for being there, man. Charles, I run shit. You just live.
Thanks for stopping by. Let me know something in the chat, even if it's where you calling from. Let me know where you checking in from. About to get started here right now. Something like that. You dig? Let me put the links in the chat. Might as well play the music. Starting in probably less than 2 minutes. Just putting the links in the chat. You dig? Everybody hit the like button. Yeah. Alright, let's get it. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Alright, give me a couple more minutes. All right, boys, let's get it. I'm looking for a live stream sponsor. Starting at $5, it makes you the king of the stream, big dog of the stream, unless somebody dethrone you with a higher donation. Our goal for the night is $25. It guarantees a live stream tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central, or 7 to 8 p.m. Central. It guarantees that, and it incentivizes me to do a 2-hour live stream tonight. I rarely make it to the whole 2 hours, but I'll go longer than I would have gone if we meet our goal. I'll just say that. Cash App, Streamlabs, PayPal, all at the top of the chat. If you're watching the replay, you want to donate, links are in the description, of course. Anything you choose to give is greatly appreciated. Anything you donate to the goal, it's greatly appreciated. And RB Sensei appreciates the kindness. How many people we got in here before I start? I'm just going to look real quick. 5 people. Somebody let me know something in the chat. Don't just be a creep and peek. Let me know where you tuning in from. Or just say your name so I can get familiar with my audience. All right. Desperate Housewives star Terry Hatcher says dating at 59 is just not that fun anymore. Of course not. You're an old hag now. Why would it be fun? Why the hell are you even still dating at 59? When in history was it normal for a 59-year-old to still be dating? This is ridiculous. Before I even read the first word of the article, I haven't made it past the title of the article yet, and it's already ridiculous nonsense. But let's get into it. Oh gosh. I feel like I need to pull up a picture when she was hot. I'm not making fun of her, but I'm just saying we all gonna get old and ugly. I'm gonna get old and ugly. And I'm not gonna feel some type of way about it. How short is this? Oh, continue reading. Well, anyway, let me just go back. Terry Hatcher is focusing on herself. Before we even go past that sentence, that's the stereotypical catchphrase that they throw out there when nobody wants them. So now she got to make it seem like it's empowering and she's dating herself, which is a stupid catchphrase too. I ain't worried about it, man. I'm dating myself right now. You're a fucking loser. See, women always got to come up with cute catchphrases to try to distract people from the fact that they're a fucking loser. When a man's a loser, everybody just calls us a loser. And there's no cutesy names for it. It says, although Hatcher 59 is not closed off to dating, she shared that she simply does not enjoy it anymore. People would say, are you dating? And I'd say, well, I don't date much anymore because I used to date. And you look across the table at the guy, you think, okay, I wonder if we're going to end up in bed together. Oh my goodness. A old hoe. Hatcher began to explain on the Sherry Show. Yeah, when the looks fade. When the looks fade. What do they have left? Just their annoying personalities. Just their cringe takes on things. I would feel sorry for her, but how many guys did she play, disrespect, make fun of, etc., throughout this 59 years? Now I look across the table and I just think, when am I going to have to change this guy's diapers? What about your diapers? Why is it always from the perspective of, I'm going to have to take care of this guy?
We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live.
I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing.
I love that meme. I really love that meme. We'll do it live. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Shout out to Big Meech. He's the big dog of the stream. He's the sponsor of the stream. And he got us started with our $25 goal. And I got something for you, Big Meech. I got something for you, bro. Appreciate it. He says, peace, peace, peace from Minnesota, I'm assuming. Correct me if I'm wrong. But peace from MN. Ain't nobody checking for no old thought bag. That's a fact. Well, no, that's not true. That's not true. Somebody's checking for her. But not anybody she's going to value. She still thinks she's better than the guys who would check for her. There's somebody checking for her. There's always a guy checking for them. And that's what keep their ego big. It's always some pathetic simp dude who checking for some woman somewhere. But yeah, nobody of value that she's going to respect is checking for you. But yeah, nobody of value that she's, going to respect is checking for her. That's a fact. So let me make sure, let me go back and read what I just read in case I chop this up and make it a separate video. So yeah, she says, now I look across the table and I just think, when am I going to have to change this guy's diapers? Well, what about a guy changing your diapers? It goes both ways. They always look at things from the perspective of, I'm doing the guy the favor. Like, they just act like they're not really getting anything in return for being so wonderful. But we all know they're not so wonderful. You sound like a complete KUNT right here. Oh, when am I going to have to change your diapers? Does that sound like somebody who's a good person at 59? Of course not. Are you trying to neglect the fact that you're a grandma too? This is sickening. The delusion is sickening. We got all night, folks. Oh, I got something for you, Big Meech. I almost forgot. No homo, but I got something for you. If I can find it, I'm gonna find it.
Thank you for being there, man. Charles, I run shit. You just live here.
More power to him.
You can't treat him like any of the other niggas around here, because he ain't like any of the other niggas around here. You got it?
Right on, brother, I hear you. Man, I hear you.
My man.
City boy, city boy.
My nigga.
All right, everybody shout out to Big Dog, Big Meech. Let's get back to it. It says the Desperate Housewives actress. Let's do that again. The Desperate Housewives actress added that she does not mind getting older as she prepares for her milestone 60th birthday next month. There's only one way to feel about aging, and that's grateful. This sounds good. Every day above ground is a gift. It's true. That's very true. I do look at it with a lot of gratitude. Look, every woman has a problem with aging. Every woman. It's pretty rare that women truly get over it. I want women to get over it. Because it's no good for us as men having a bunch of old, bitter hags who are pissed that they old and getting older by the day and taking it out on everybody around them. That's not good for us. So yes, I want women to age gracefully. I mean, I don't want to date them, even when I get older, but yeah, that's a good thing. So y'all can let me know below if you think she capping, just for the interview. Let's continue. All right. Hatcher went on to discuss her new film, How to Fall in Love by Christmas, and how her character goes on so many bad dates. She compared her recent aging role to dating in real life. I don't date much. I mostly date my cat, she remarked. Are they trying to be funny or are they really just this pathetic where she would say that? I mostly date my cat. No, they really are this clueless. Oh, man. Hatcher continued to share what she enjoys doing in her time alone. Let me break this down real quick. Do you know how easy it is for a woman to just keep a man around? Just don't talk so much, cook a sandwich from time to time, and suck a popsicle from time to time. And most men are satisfied. I can't even articulate how pathetic it is when a woman can't keep a man around. And I think I have a pretty big vocabulary. Let's read some comments real quick before I continue. We got all night. We need $15 more to meet our goal, and I'm gonna try to go 2 hours if I can do it. $15 more to meet goals, guys. I've been learning French. I don't know why that's funny to me, because I always tell these hoes to learn a different language, learn how to fly a plane, learn to cook some new dishes or something. So I like how she's handling it. She's doing what I would have advised her to do. Yeah, learn a new language. I've been learning French. I'm doing Duolingo on my little app. What I noticed is when I got into bed to my little Duolingo, Hatcher said. Wait, let's do that again. I don't know what the fuck I just talked about. Okay. What I noticed is when I've been learning French. I'm doing Duolingo on my little app. What I noticed is when I got in bed to do my little Duolingo. Okay, whatever. Desperate Housewives writer Slam Show says staff avoided eye contact with Terry Hatcher. Yeah, because she's probably a huge BITC. You know, not a shocker at all. My cat must have been French in another life because she jumps up on my chest and she just sits there on my chest while I do the little game. This is just sad and boring. Is this the story that she tells people when she is in social situations? This is why people try to avoid eye contact with her. Then I just pet my cat. It's better than any date that you can possibly go on. During the show, the host suggested Hatcher date younger men. No. Yeah, I mean, you got to pay for a man, I guess, at this point. So, yeah, pay for a young tenderoni. All right, okay, line them up, she replied. I mean, people will say that to me. They're like, we can't believe you don't date. They must be lining up at your door. No, of course not. They're just saying that to be nice. And I'm like, no, I open it once in a while. There's nobody there. Hatcher's comments come after she admitted she got kicked off of a dating app after her profile was flagged as fake earlier this year. She claimed at the time that she had not met anyone on the apps, but had tried all of them at the stage in her dating journey. They love that word journey, don't they? Everything is a journey. If women cared more about actually becoming decent human beings and less about coming up with cute names for their failures, they'd probably be better off in life, you know? How long is this shit? All right, we almost done. She says, I thought I'm going to say to the universe that I'm open and vulnerable. Let's start that again. I thought I'm going to say to the universe that I'm open and vulnerable, and I'm putting myself out there. Hatcher explained on Getting Grilled with Curtis Stone in January. That's what I thought my gesture of joining that Hinge app would be, and then they kicked me off. It's such a rough fall from grace, especially women who are in Hollywood. They were getting their butt kissed. They were on TV shows. They were in movies. to go from that to getting kicked off ghetto dating apps, that's just bad. I wouldn't want to be in her shoes. They still find a way to maintain their ego, though. Ain't that a bitch? Her profile was deemed fake by a popular dating app. Well, they thought I was pretending to be Terry Hatcher, she said. Yeah, they didn't think somebody like you would be on their pathetic dating app. So they like, it must be fake. The dating app couldn't believe how tragic your life had become. Big Meat says the lives of most modern women will be wine, cat, or dog, and multiple partners to make them feel special. Facts. Gary says accountability is like kryptonite for women. Yes, it is. This is just sad. They apologized, and then I was like, I'm sort of over it. So now I'm over it, she continued. I'm definitely done with the dating apps, and I feel like if there's any way I'll go somewhere and meet someone, that's what it's going to have to be. But honestly, I'm happy. Okay, well, yeah, just stay single then. If you're happy, ma'am, just stay single. Just save yourself from the embarrassment of trying to date and having to explain why you're still single. And yeah, just stay single. It'll be better for everybody. In 1989, Hatcher married Marcus In 1989, Hatcher married Marcus. Let's do it again. In 1989, Hatcher married Marcus Lithold. The actress and personal trainer were only married for a year before divorcing. Damn, he couldn't even stick around a year. I'm sure she's unbearable. That's why she couldn't keep a man around. Because as I just said earlier, the easiest thing in the world for a woman to do is keep a man around. Just don't be too terrible. But most women just can't do it. The Quantum Leap star married John Tenney in 1994. Tenney is known for his role as Special Agent Fritz Howard in The Closer. Tenney and Hatcher welcomed a daughter in 1997. However, the couple called it quits in 2003. Yeah, relationships just aren't for you. You gave it an honest try, though, Hatcher. Maybe next lifetime. Let's move on. I wonder, was that enough content to make that a separate video? If I mix it with some TikToks, it should work. 29 minutes. Yeah, I started at about 10 minutes. Yeah, I should be able to get a video out of that. Alright. What up, T. Orlando? Can y'all manage to listen to my cringe reading anymore? I probably should just go to a video. Yeah, I'll go to a video. Seeing if we meet our $25 goal, I might come back to this. For anybody wondering, we're $10 into our $25 goal. If we meet goal, I'm going to try to go 2 hours tonight. At least an hour and a half. If not, I'm going to probably cut it off at about an hour. But yeah, if we meet our $25 goal, I'm also definitely coming on tomorrow night. It guarantees that. I'll do another live tomorrow night. What do I want to go over next? Let's just do a Kendra. Let's get it out the way. Now, Kendra G has some type of private dating app now. I don't know if it's a separate app, but she has some type of private dating club where these women can fully get prepared and they know ahead of time that they're going to be on the show. It's all just still a ghetto mess, though. Still a ghetto mess. Let's get into it.
See this hair, Keisha. Girl, let me see this outfit. I need to see this
Hey.
Let me see this outfit, girl. Keisha, I love that you came ready. See,
You said something like we're going on a date, so that's what I was doing.
You're the one. Are you the hairstylist?
Yes.
Girl, come close. I need to see this hair, girl. I need to borrow that wig, child.
Where do I begin? So many places I could start. You know, yeah, black people are loud. What can I say? I get loud sometimes. We can't help it. It's something I try to work on from time to time. But I'm still going to roast these black women for being super duper loud. See, men are kind of expected to be loud. It's kind of part of masculinity, the raw masculinity. But there's not much appealing about a loud woman. A loud man, you could say he's commanding the room or something like that. I don't think it's necessary. But you see, it could still be spun into a positive as far as what women like in a man. But it's not a positive as far as what a man is looking for in a woman. All this loud shit. Like, be quiet. Men want women to be quiet. And this past 24 seconds have been anything but quiet. So I'll start there. Ridiculous wigs, ridiculous nose ring. Let's start that again. Ridiculous wig, Bull Ring Chronicles. It's the Bull Ring Chronicles. Metal in her face. Yeah, she's a disgrace. It's the Bull Ring Chronicles. Ridiculous outfits. Everything is just over the top. Everything is just going to draw unwanted attention to us as a couple. It's just all bad so far. All bad. But let's keep it going.
You need to let me borrow that wig, child. Maybe we got the same hairstyle. Hey, girl. Now, you said you're going on a date, you said?
No, you said come dressed like we going on a date because you ain't want us in bonnets and stuff, and I already knew I wasn't gonna be there.
Yeah, well, you wasn't gonna do that. Well, here's the deal. What I love about the private group, what I'm seeing already is y'all know y'all gonna be on the show, so you can prepare for your best. I do understand the social media show at times is random, but y'all don't got no excuse in the private show. So I love it. If you could move closer so we can see a little bit more of you. All right. So is it Keisha?
Yeah, it's Keisha, but people call me Kiki, so it don't even matter. Whatever you feel comfortable.
What you want me to call you, honey?
You can call me Kiki. That's fine.
Kiki, okay. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? All right, Kiki.
Ah, boy. I'm just looking at the outfit again. It's just so stupid. So stupid. But in her mind, she killing it. The pixie hairstyle. What would you even call that? She looks like something off of Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory. Or am I thinking of another cartoon? Like, what am I thinking about? I mean, not that that's a cartoon. Well, I actually think they do have a cartoon for that too. But you know what I'm trying to say. Is this from a Disney movie? She looks like a cartoon character. I wonder what she looked like without all that crap on her face. The guest and Kendra. Well, I guess I know what Kendra looked like. It ain't nothing pretty. It ain't nothing pretty.
Where you calling us from, honey?
Durham, North Carolina.
Durham, North Carolina. How old are you?
I am 43.
Oh my God, you look younger than 43.
Thank you. I take care of myself.
Okay. Are you a hairstylist, right?
Yes.
Do you have any kids?
I have one. He's 23.
Okay, 23. Have you ever been married?
No.
No, never married. All right. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Taurus.
Oh, it's Taurus night. So, when's your birthday?
April 30th.
Okay, you're an April Taurus. It's okay. It's okay. So we got Kiki, Durham.
Everything is just so over the top. You could just see that she doesn't bring peace based off the facial expressions and just all the noise. She looks like noise. Like, even if I put it on mute, she looks like noise. Oh, man. They're just so childish. She's like 12 mentally at most. She's 12 mentally. Just 2 minutes in, we can deduce that. I really don't want to continue, but I will, but I really don't want to. I feel like I paused it for something. I wanted to go over something. I forgot what it was. Let's just continue. Oh, I know what I was going to say. She got a 23-year-old son. So that's old enough to pop you. You know, that's old enough for him to come through and want to throw hands with you because you and his mama got into a disagreement. So that's the type of thing that men have to think about when they're starting to date a 43-year-old woman with a 23-year-old son. Just one of the many downsides, the many, many, many downsides to messing with this woman right here. She's a baby mama, never married. If you haven't been married by 43, it's just over. I wouldn't advise any man, an 80-year-old man, a 90-year-old man, to marry a 43-year-old baby mama who been getting ran through in the hood for over 25 years.
North Carolina, 43, a Taurus, hairstylist, never married, has a child. That's 23. What kind of man you looking for?
Oh my goodness. So I'm looking for a man that is very patient, um, sweet, empathetic, um, basically somebody that I can take home to my family.
Well, what type of guys have you been dating for 25 years? I got a feeling it wasn't the sweet, empathetic guys that you could take home to your family. Or you still be one of those guys. Well, no. A sweet, empathetic guy that you could take home to your family would never F with a chick like you. Ever. And let's be honest, when you were younger, you weren't attracted to those guys. Those are the last guys you wanted to give coochie to. But now that you old and washed up, you finally want to bring somebody home respectable. That train has sailed a long time ago. Wait, train sailed? What the fuck am I talking about? That ship has sailed a long time ago. And nobody wants to meet your family, yeah. I mean, if they're anywhere near as ridiculous as you, no. No decent man would make it through to Thanksgiving. They would leave before the plate hit the table. Oh, Lord. Let's continue.
Because I don't want to mess with somebody that is not serious. I've been in situations where I give a lot and I get the bare minimum, and we're not doing that. So this is 2024 going into 2025. I'm looking for like my potential husband. So I'm ready to settle down.
Okay, so the last guy you said had potential but never rose to the occasion.
Um, well, how do I explain it? In all short, he was a liar and he wasn't like presenting his real self. Um, he did cheat at the salon.
Wait a minute, at your salon?
Yes,
No, sir.
yes.
Isn't it a weird coincidence that they always just end up with the worst people imaginable? I guess it's not a weird coincidence because look at her. Like, look at her. No serious human being is going to mess with this. So just by her looks alone are going to attract the worst men on the dating market, period. Period.
Yes, he did cheat at my
Wait a
salon.
minute. How'd you find out?
So what happened was I was working one day at my salon, and one of the girls that I work with, she knows him, but she also knows the girl. So she was like, Keisha, she was like, I got something to tell you. Mind you, I was at home, like when all this happened. So I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, so such and such was sending pictures to the girl, and she act like she was single when she was really married. And mind you, this girl used to come to the salon and be like one of those bully girls, like talk mess and trash, but I would never pay attention. So, every time she say something, I'll be like, girl, whatever. I'm not even worried about you. And yeah, so they were sending pictures of each other, tongue out, and all of that.
I want to make this very clear. These women love these charismatic, tall men who are always in people's faces, yakking it up, yucking it up. That's what these women are attracted to. They want a man who's outgoing. They want a man who's the life of the party. They want a man who's social. Yeah, cheating come with that. If he was all in your face, he all in other women's face trying to talk and yuck it up too. They don't want the quiet, reserved guy who kind of just chill and keep to himself. But then they want to complain when the life of the party cheat. It's so stupid.
I flipped and went crazy and was like, I'm not doing this. But again, when you're dealing with somebody that you love, that you care about, you still going in, and God still give you them signs to break away, but you still there. So, I kept dealing with like some of the things that he was doing. He was taking advantage of me, emotionally, definitely financially. And he worked the job. He was, had money and stuff, but he just wasn't like doing what he was supposed to do as a man, and
Because he was probably doing it for his main woman. I'm sure you were just some type of side piece. He didn't have extra funds to put towards your household because he was taking care of his real family. But hey, at least she got a dude with a job. That's more than what a lot of these ratchets say when they come up on Kendra.
I have brothers, so they're very protective of me, and they don't want nobody to come in and use me because they know how I am.
That's another thing, man. Don't nobody want to deal with no protective brothers and all that. You a 43-year-old grown ass woman. I don't want your brothers getting involved in our relationship. I don't want no niggas coming up to me talking about, yeah, you better treat her right or else. Too old for that, man. That's stuff you had to think about when you was 17, 18 or something, getting grilled by a chick, father and brothers. Man, F all that. Actually, I do have a sister, but I can't see being on that. You a grown woman, your relationship business is your relationship business. I'm out of it. I got my own life. I ain't trying to check niggas. I ain't trying to fist fight niggas because somebody slap you. That's your business. You chose a man who slap you. I'm out of it. I'm not getting sent to the upper room because you pick pookies. So if he slapped you, it is what it is. That's my philosophy. Now, yeah, matter of fact, let me do a little sermon on that real quick. Look, brothers. You got a lot of dudes who be like, oh, if somebody do something to my sister, my mama, my this or that. Look, if one of your female relatives are picking guys who will put hands on them, that's their business. If your daughter grow up and pick Pookies and Ray Rays and Nug Nugs, that's on her. Maybe one of them things where it's like, I'll come save you once. If you need me to come pick you up with the shotgun once, cool. But if you go back to him after that, don't ever call me again. I don't care if he choke slammed you. I don't care if he hit you with the stone cold stunner. I raised you. I tried to do right by you. You picking pookies. I hope you don't get dealt with and deleted, but I'm out of it. I'm done with it. That's my philosophy on that. Sisters, mamas, daughters. Look. You get one save. Yeah, T. Orlando. You get one save. I'm done with it after that. I wish you the best. I'm going to pray for you. See, the fathers are supposed to pick the mate. So then he don't got to worry about that. See, these are the problems that we have when we have a society where women are empowered. Point blank, period.
And you know, it was a very hurtful situation. um One day, and I'll just be clear about this, um I had a dream he was there and we were like sitting on the couch in hell. And I was like, telling the devil, why am I here? And he said, because you followed this man here. So you have two options. Either A, you leave this man alone and live your life the way you're supposed to, or B, I see you when you get here. And if I didn't pick up that phone and dialed it and was like, look, this relationship is over,
Wait,
I'm
did you
not
wake up?
messing with
You
that.
had to wake up first, right?
Yeah, I woke up and called that number.
Why would she think this is enticing to a man? Like, seriously, she's one of them women who will slap you out of your sleep because she had a dream you was cheating. This is nonsense. They don't have any common sense. Like, anybody with any common sense would be like, let me keep this story to myself.
Wait, don't tell me you called him during the dream, girl. You was like, in the dream, you called the number, child.
Now, I woke up and called him, and I mean, it was bad for like that year because he kept like trying to make excuses, saying that God wanted us to be together, and he was calling my family, he was calling my friends. Like, it just got really, really bad, and I was just like, I'm not dealing with nobody like that. Like, I deserve to be treated better than that, you know.
Imagine having people like this in your life. Imagine family members like this, and they got boyfriends calling your phone. I would cut off any family member like this. I don't want your pookie boyfriend ruining my life and calling me up talking about, I need Keisha back, man. Talk to her for me, bro.
Know, and that was from me learning my self-worth, because at the time I just dealt with anything, you know. So now that I'm older and, you know, I'm more mature, I still act like a kid sometimes because I like, you know, having fun, but I know what I want and I'm serious, you know, with what I want. So
At least she can admit she's a big ass kid. At least she can admit she's an immature child. At least she can admit that she's a what would you call it? This is arrested development. But at least she's aware of it. So I'll give her some points for that. At least she can admit she act like a child.
I'm ready.
Ooh, child. I want to just say this, you know, to me, cheating is cheating, right? But to
Right.
cheat in somebody's home, because I've had women say I walked in and my husband was cheating in the home, and you know, your salon, which you had to work, like, you know, I'm an entrepreneur, so it's just so much work goes behind stuff. I feel like that's a disrespect to a different level.
Yeah.
Like, it's a different level of respect. I mean, disrespect when it cheats in that way. So I'm very sorry you went through that. But okay. But let me tell you one thing about karma. She don't miss. And I
Mm-hmm.
always tell people, karma is gonna always show up and show out. Like, you can literally say the prayer, I may God bless you with all that you deserve.
Right.
Period. May God bless you with all that you deserve. And the karma you put in the world will always come back to you. All right. So we
Right.
got that backstory. So now that's why he wasn't. So that's why you don't want a man that is working on potential.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you have any?
They never talk about what they do in these relationships, though. They never talk about the times they cheated, the games they play, the turmoil that they bring to their men's lives. They never bring that up. They're always the victim. Always. What up, Neo? Thanks for stopping by. For any new watchers, we trying to meet our $25 goal. We $15 short thanks to Big Meats, the live stream sponsor. You know, we got that first $10. But we need 15 more to guarantee a live stream tomorrow night. And to push me to stay live for another 30 minutes to an hour. You dig? Well, I'm gonna try to push it to 2 hours if we meet that goal. Thanks for watching, everybody who tuning in. Let's get back to the ridiculous nonsense.
Any more requirements before I go to your deal breakers?
Just be real. Be real and be honest. Like, if you want to play on your own time, but just be real. Because I don't want to introduce nobody, like I said, to my family and my friends, and you saying, "Oh, I want a relationship. I want long term with this, with this woman." But then you turn around and do something else. I don't have time for that. Like, I'm 43. I look good for 43, but I'm 43, and I'm getting older. So, my son is 23. I'm trying to, get him together, because he's still trying to figure out his life.
Did you catch that? She's still trying to get her 23-year-old son together. He's still trying to get his stuff right. That could be a problem in a relationship, you think? Is he still living with you? Do I gotta get on him about taking the trash out, even though he a 23-year-old grown man? Do I gotta get on him about helping out with the bills, even though he a 23-year-old grown man? Yeah, this is all bad. Yeah, she got a Jody living with her. Nah, another red flag. She gonna keep them coming. I have no doubt in my mind she gonna keep the red flags coming. It only get worse as they keep talking. It never gets better. Ever.
So it's just a lot. I just want somebody to be honest. Be honest, come with love in your heart, be real, and be ready to like love me. And I'm gonna love you back. So, that's all I'm saying.
I love it. Now, should he look a certain way?
I'm not really super big on like, oh, he gotta be fine, fine. Like, I'm not all on that. I do want you to look presentable. I do want you, to have some confidence about yourself because, I feel like as a woman, if I'm dating you, you would want me to look good and you would want me to put my best foot forward when we.
But you don't look good. And we're disappointed if this is your best foot forward. What the hell do you have in your ears? I don't even know what they look like legit chandeliers in your ears. It looked like a bunch of balled up rope or something. What the fuck is that? No serious man is going to take you out in public. He would be too embarrassed. So this whole thing about him being a clean-cut, well-dressed man, you're dreaming, hon.
Go out. So I would definitely want the same in return. Get a nice haircut, wear a nice shirt, some nice slacks, some nice shoes. It don't have to be, Louis Vuitton. It don't have to be Gucci. It could be Ross. If you can make it look fly, oh, I'm with you. Just look presentable as if you are trying to get the woman of your dreams because I'm going to make sure that I stay up to par.
You think you're the woman of any man's dreams? They still care so much about somebody getting fly. You too old to worry about that. I'm not saying, step out looking like a bum. I mean, but most men know how to put on a halfway decent outfit to go out. And even if he don't, the woman can help him out with that. But you could tell she's really into going out and looking a certain way and impressing the Joneses. And you just too old for that, man.
My nigga. My nigga.
Shout out to Big Meech again with the $5 donation. We only need $10 more to meet our $25 goal, which guarantees a live stream tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central. And it incentivizes me to stay on as long as possible tonight. Big Meech says, It's wild how these hood raccoons think they deserve the best of men with nothing to offer but high mileage box. The black woman is cooked. Amen. Amen. You know, I had a conversation with somebody I know, black woman I know. And she was saying it's hard for a black woman to find a black man. I'm like, no, she said it's hard for a black woman to find a good black man. And I said, no, it's not. Y'all don't pick the good black man. And y'all wait till y'all 40, 45, 50s to start talking about you want a good man. You pick Pookie and Ray Ray and dudes with money and swag who you knew wouldn't give a fuck about you and you knew wouldn't commit to you. You pick those dudes for 20 years. And then after they do what we all knew they were going to do, now you talk about black women are the least protected and can't find a good man. Stop it. It's offensive. It's very offensive. Shout out to Shalik Smart. I haven't seen you in the chat before, but just thanks for watching. You know, that's why I always want the people who are watching to comment something, anything. Comment your name. Just say, yo, what up, RB? Anything. You know, I want to tap in with y'all. You dig? You don't have to contribute nothing. It ain't no pressure. Just say what up, RB. Just so I can see your YouTube name. You dig? The least protected. I hate that whole thing about black women are the least protected, the least this, the least that. Of course you are. You're the worst people in the world, and you treat black men like shit. Why should we protect you if you treat us like crap? Hey, thanks, Shalik. I'm glad you like the channel. I really wish the channel would blow up. I really feel like I have a quality channel, and I really feel like I deserve the damn blow up. I definitely put the work in. I've been grinding since 2017. You know, 3 more years, it'll be a decade I've been doing this. And I can't get a page to go past 10,000 to save my damn life. But it's cool, man, because I'm not going to stop doing this. So, it's whatever. I'm going to keep being patient, keep grinding. And if I got to start a new channel, I hope y'all follow me there. No, I haven't been popping into other live streams to market the channel. Probably be a good idea. I mean, just my name should draw some interest. I'll consider doing that. Thanks, T. Orlando. Honestly, I don't got the time. I really don't got the time. Between editing video, and then I run another channel too. I don't know if y'all know. It's called Modern Dating Gone Wrong. So I'm editing videos for that and uploading for that. It's a lot. It's a lot. Between my other obligations in real life, it's a lot. You know, if the channel ever grow, I could hire somebody to, I don't know if here's the thing about hiring somebody to edit my videos. It won't have the RB swag. I don't know how to automate the memes I want to put in, you know what I mean? Even if I gave somebody my meme archive, they're not going to have that same artistic eye, that same artistic vision to put in the memes, where I put the memes, what meme I choose to put in. You know, that's all me, by the way. Hey, Gary says he just sent me $15 through PayPal. So, I'm trying to think. Let me see. Trying to think what email that is. All right, well, I'll take your word for it. So we have met. Yeah, I do my own edit. I know y'all probably want me to keep doing my own edits. That's the thing. That's the magic of the channel, is me doing my own edits. But I'm taking Gary's word for it. So we have met goal. If he sent me 15, I forgot how much we were short. We was only $10 short. So I'm going to try to go 2 hours, and we definitely coming back tomorrow night because we met goal. Appreciate you, Gary. I got something for you, no homo. But yeah, I'm going to play your memes here in a second. Yeah, I can't really outsource my my edits. I mean, maybe I could, but I don't think I'll be satisfied if I outsourced it. Even if I could get somebody to have my same swag with it, and they had my same memes. I don't know. But let me play your memes, Gary. Appreciate you. I'm trying to think, has the live stream sponsor... Live stream sponsor. Yeah, I guess the new live stream sponsor, shout out to Big Meech, but the new live stream sponsor is Gary Bear. And I hope you don't hate being called Gare Bear, but I got to do it, Gare Bear. Shout out to Shalik. He says, this channel is the bomb. I've been watching since I found out about it. You funny as shit. You be having me on the floor. Hey, man. I'm glad I can bring some laughs in this cold, cold fucking world. Oh, Spirit says you need to get bull ring songs to be recorded. Yeah, like an official bull ring song. I actually have one, sort of, like that cheap version that I did over a beat. But anyway, this for you, Gary Bear. I hope it's not too gay if I call you Gare Bear, but I can't resist it, man. It's just too easy of a, whatever you want to call it.
Thank you for being there, man. Charles Ray. I run shit. You just live here.
More power to him.
You can't treat him like any of the other niggas around here, because he ain't like any of the other niggas around here. You got it?
Right on, brother, I hear you. Man, I hear you.
City boy, city boy.
My nigga.
All right. We back. I might go over this. Something else I kind of want to go over too, but I guess we just went over like the hour mark, so I got time. Let's finish that one video. This stupid shit. And here's the thing. I want to touch on this real quick. I'm not even going to say that this woman is a bad woman. She seemed like she have a good spirit and a good energy. I wouldn't want to date her, but she's far from the worst black woman. She seemed kind of cool. I'm going to be honest. Like just a cool person to maybe just hang out with. She don't seem like a mean, bitter, dark bitch like a lot of other black women. When I say dark, I mean like dark spirits. But let me know what y'all think about her personality. But yeah, she doesn't seem like a bad woman. But she's just a horrible dating option. So I don't wish anything bad on her. I wish her peace and tranquility. I just wouldn't wish a man on her. T Orlando is getting skeptical of where I'm going with this. No, I'm not really going. Well, the point that I wanted to make is, some of these women aren't like bad people per se. They're just really bad dating options. I mean, she's a ridiculous person, but she isn't a bitch. She isn't coming across as a huge bitch. So I want to give her points for that. I'll give her some points for that, just to switch things up. Gary says, I'm sure she'd show you a good time. Yeah, she probably fun to hang out with and get a beer with. I just wouldn't date her. All right, let's keep it going.
I love it. Okay. Now, should he make a certain amount of money?
60K and up. That's where we at.
60K up. Now, you're 43. What's the age range you want to date?
Okay, so I was thinking, because I'm 43, I do want somebody in my age group, because sometimes I always get those that are like a little bit younger or a lot older than me. The last dude, he was way, way older than me. So I want 43. I think 43 to like 49 is good.
No, that ain't how that work, man. But before I touch on that, I need to touch on this. She said 60K. And compared to a lot of other women that come on Kendra G, that seems reasonable, especially if somebody's in their 40s. But for what she is in the dating market, 60K is not reasonable. Most of the women that come on Kendra G qualify for 15 to 30K. Like, no, 60K is probably still a little bit above average. Nothing about what you are in the dating market is above average. Your age, your aesthetic, just nothing. So you don't qualify for 60K, man. You qualify for homeless, you qualify for 10K a year, 15K a year, max 30K a year. Deal with it. And yeah, a good dude that work at McDonald's who got a good personality is a blessing to you. But you had the nerve to say 43 to 49. I hope she just made a mistake. I hope she meant 59. I really hope she didn't mean to actually say 43 to 49. Ma'am, after 40, look, I would understand if you said, from 43 to 63. But if we being realistic, 40 to 55-year-old man who really got it going on, who got his stuff together, ain't checking for a 40-plus-year-old woman. But I would give you a pass if you said 43 to 63. So yeah, you're very delusional, man. But I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and say you meant to say 43 to 59. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt because I like you.
Because I mean, eventually I'll be there. So, why not? But I'm gonna tell you something. If you in the 40s and you the 48, 49s, you need to make sure you keep yourself in check. Because I'm telling you, I'll run circles around you.
What does that mean? You'll run circles around me? No man wants to hear that. Poor baby. She don't know how to be anything else. She don't know how to be anything else. She was never taught how to be a feminine woman. She's just trying to be herself. But that's what's hurting her. Oh, no. No. Wait, hold on. Y'all think I'm getting soft just because I said I think she had somewhat of a bubbly personality? I mean, I wouldn't hang out with her long term, but compared to the other women we go over, she's presenting much more likable than the other women we go over. Would y'all disagree with that? I'm curious. I know y'all think I'm getting soft, but I'm not. Just bringing some balance to the show. Y'all think I'm crushing on her? Okay, nah. Y'all taking it too far. I ain't crushing on her. When I said I liked her, I just meant that she seemed like she got a somewhat cool personality. But she also seemed kind of annoying. But she isn't a huge bitch like a lot of the other women that come on the show are. But I'm damn sure not sliding in her DMs. But go ahead, roast me. Go ahead, roast me. Gary says, undateable but fun. Yeah. You didn't catch she just confirmed nothing in their 50s. Yeah. Yeah, she did say it twice. She said the 40-something twice. It's crazy when women play hard to get when they're hard to want. It's a sad thing to watch. Let's keep it going.
Don't play with it. All right, well, let's do the Kendra Cam. You did it in the beginning. Let's see how we looking now.
Okay. You know, it's my favorite part.
Okay. Woo! We see you, girl. We see you, girl. Okay. Okay. I
Girl, I
love your
lost a lot of
outfit.
weight. I was bigger than this.
Oh, you lost a lot of weight. How much weight you
Yeah.
lose?
I was 189. I'm 150 now.
Okay. Well, good for you. How did you lose it? 39 pounds.
Um, just working out in the gym, eating right, making sure that I'm not like overeating, especially like at this time, because I don't eat at this time. But just making sure that, you know, I do what I'm supposed to do, you know, mentally, spiritually, of course, and physically, honey, because this body needs to stay right for Mr. Right.
I love your personality. I really
Thank
do.
you.
All right. So
um, the ego is out of this world. She swears she a baddie. A baddie. What was I going to say? What did she... Oh, I know what I was going to touch on. She said she lost like 40 pounds and she used to be much bigger. Don't tell guys that. She needs some male guidance. Because a guy going to think, well, is she going to blow back up? If we go through a hard time, is she going to eat a bunch? They just have no idea what to say when it comes to attracting a man. Yeah, they just have no idea what to say as far as attracting a man.
So, when was your last relationship?
2021.
2021. Okay. 2021 is the theme of the night. We had two people that got divorced in 2021, and now your last relationship was 2021. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
2021.
Okay. So are you waiting? Are you waiting for your next relationship?
Yes, I am. I am.
Oh, somebody else said 2021. Jasmine said 2021 for her too. Okay, Jasmine.
Mhm.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
Okay, so I was thinking about this too. So one, I
Before we get into that, I don't think she's sitting on the floor. It looked like she kind of sitting on the floor though. But do y'all believe her? She said she hasn't been in a relationship since 2021 and she hasn't had bedroom fun since 2021. Do you believe her? I don't have any comment, but I'm curious if y'all believe her.
have to learn to not expose so much because when
I said 2021. Jasmine said 2021 for her too. Okay, Jasmine.
Mhm.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
Okay, so I was thinking about this too. So one, I have to learn to not expose so much because when I like someone, I overindulge in conversation and I tell them everything. So I'm learning to just, you know, get to know somebody first, Keisha, before you indulge and do all of that. So that's my first thing. My second flaw is sometimes when I say information and I tell people my accomplishments, sometimes it can come off a little narcissistic, but that's not my intention. And I've learned from that, you know, and that's just from talking with family members and, you know, friends that I've been around. You know, I just kind of need to ease up a little bit because it ain't always about what I did or what I did. Like, it'll show itself.
This is what I wanted to touch on. See, it's not so much a big problem if a woman is, ambitious and she want to start a business, yada yada yada. But for women like that, or just women in general, they need to find their man and lock in with their man early, 18 to 23 or younger. Now, if she come up with that man and submit to that man early, by the time she become a boss babe, she's still going to have that feminine energy. You see what I'm saying? She's still going to submit to her man. She's not going to try to boss up on her man because she's been with him before she became a boss babe. But when a woman come on the dating market, 43 as a boss babe, coming with all that masculine energy, trying to lead with her accomplishments like a dude, it just throw everything off. But it's not the fact that she's a boss babe, or it's not the fact that she's ambitious or successful that makes her a horrible dating option. It's the fact that she became that outside of a man's leadership, outside of being in a man's frame.
The third thing is just continuing to know who I am and still be, have that self voice in the back of my head that says, girl, you got this, don't doubt yourself. You good, people like you, things like that, especially when it comes to my field, because it is kind of a competition. And even though I don't want to do that, I know some people make it like that. So those are the things that I really need to work on.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Oh, girl, where do I start? First of all, I'm a go-getter because I work, okay? You talking about work? That lady before me said work. No, I work. Let's see.
Okay, I'm starting to take back some stuff in my head. The whole thing about her being cool, she's losing her cool. She really is losing her cool. She was cooler in the beginning. She was coming across I don't even know how to word it, but she was coming off better in the beginning. I was gonna say like she was coming off more humble and more chill, but yeah, no. I changed my mind. But T Orlando trying to give me the L anyway. Well, you can put the L on my resume. Fuck it.
But wait, pause. You know that's not necessarily always a good thing for guys because that means you're not available a lot.
Well, so those are the things that I really need to work on.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Oh, girl, where do I start? First of all, I'm a go-getter because I work, okay? You talking about work? That lady before me said work. No, I work. Let's see.
But wait, pause. You know that's not necessarily always a good thing for guys because that means you're not available a lot.
Well, no, I'll say to a certain extent because my schedule is flexible. I'm an independent stylist, so I can, move my stuff around. I've always done it, so I've never had a problem.
Okay, so you do have time to date because I want to, one thing about this group too, and that's why we're gonna have men. I talk to so many men, and I think sometimes the disconnect that happens with boss chicks is like, work means you got money, right? But the man that would really value that is the man that wants to live off your money. But you don't want that man, right?
This is why I just look. Women just aren't good dating options after a certain age. It's really that simple. It really is that simple. See, when you meet a woman from 18 to 23, you don't have to worry about any of this. All the problems that come about with dating women come about after they're 25. It's that simple. All these problems that these women talk about, they wouldn't have been a problem if they met a man and locked in with a man and bonded with a man in high school or college.
Yeah. So there has to be a balance of you being I believe in being a boss chick. That's who I am. I wouldn't be where I am if I didn't take my career serious. But then you also have to make room for that guy. So you work a lot, but you do have time to date, correct?
Yes, I have time.
Okay.
What else? I'm fun. I'm energetic. I like to go to the movies. I like to sing at karaoke. I put on a performance at karaoke. I like to dance.
Yeah, she would be embarrassing. That's what all this sounds like. If you take her out in public, she's going to embarrass the hell out of you. If you take her to karaoke, she's going to embarrass the hell out of you. That's what all that sounded like to men.
I love art. I'm just an all-around creative. Like, if you with me, we're going to have fun. You will never be bored. And you ain't got to worry about trying to cheat because I change my wigs all the time. So if you need a different girl every day of the week, every day, you ain't got to worry about none of that, girl. Because I got him covered.
That's what women don't get. It's not about switching a damn wig. Men like variety in the bedroom. And no matter how many different outfits you put on and how many different wigs you put on, you're still going to be Keisha. That's still the same Keisha Cooch. Men want a different bitch. It's literally just the variety of it. You can't be a different woman no matter how much you try. Ain't no pussy like new pussy. And old pussy is just old pussy that you had before, no matter what, lingerie you put on it. Point blank, period. And yeah, she got some type of personality disorder, I'm sure. But don't sue me, allegedly. But don't sue me, that's allegedly. That's all allegedly.
Okay. All right. What's the age range you want to date?
Too.
Okay, couple things. Do you want him to be in Durham, North Carolina?
He can be in Durham. He can be in Raleigh. He can be in DC. Those are my three things. Because I'm from DC. So those are my three things.
Okay.
Where he could be from. But
All
I mean,
right,
if you want to talk to me anywhere, just know, child, I don't drive. I take Ubers and Lyfts and public transportation.
Okay. What is...
Wait, hold on. What? You this boss babe? I don't know. Where does she live? That sounds a little weird. She take public transpo? I don't know. That's a red flag too.
What is the age range you want to date?
So we said 43 to 49.
Okay, that's right. You just told me that. Look, yeah. I'll be forgetting, child. Okay. Keisha, Kiki, the time has come. How do you want the guy to reach out to you?
Okay, so you can go to my Kendra G Singles app.
I love that you guys are all on the
my
app.
Name is China Doll.
Your name is... Girl, we went from Kiki to Keisha to China Doll. How does man gonna find your ass?
He gonna find me.
Okay, it's China Doll.
Another thing I want to touch on, a 43-year-old woman with multiple aliases. Nah, man, nah. That goes back to the Arrested Development. It goes back to her being childish. Like, grow the fuck up. Please grow up.
Doll?
It's China Doll 43.
China, let's see. Doll?
43.
Is it no spaces, right?
No spaces.
China Doll.
All right. Okay. Let's see. Let's see here.
Sit up, baby. Hello?
Yeah?
What's
Hello?
your name?
Deshaun.
All right. For all y'all who think Kendra is such a baddie, this is her with nothing on her face. No makeup. I don't think she has any makeup on. I mean, maybe, but yeah. This is Kendra G, raw and uncut. In case anybody was wondering. Like, so, hey, how many people I got watching? Is there anybody in the chat who's surprised, who used to say like, oh, Kendra this baddie? Do y'all still think she a baddie? Like, I ain't trying to be funny, but we just being real here. Women love to hide behind makeup and hide behind filters and hide behind everything. This is just reality. Anybody surprised? What up, James? But yeah. For anybody listening, let's get some more donations in. Why? We met our goal? We have met our goal. But fuck it. You know? I have no problem with us going over donation goal. Thank you for everybody who donated. Thank you for Big Meech. Thank you, who else donated? Gary, thanks for Gary. for donating. But if anybody else want to donate, it's all appreciated. But let's go over this. Kendra look crazy in this fucking video, man. Hey, she got balls, though, for even coming on live like this. She got balls. This take confidence to come on like this. Oh, man. She like, fuck it, I gotta get this paper.
Deshaun from where?
Detroit, Michigan.
Detroit. How old are you, Deshaun?
29. What's the problem?
You didn't hear the question.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
You said where I'm from. I said Detroit. You said how old are you? I said 29.
No, yeah, I said how old are you?
I said 29.
Okay, now she being funny. See, this is the black woman shit I be talking about. She's trying to be smart. Now, look, I agree. This motherfucker do not look 29. Like, he don't. This man look 57. You know what I mean? So I mean, I get it. But, I mean, the bro said he 29. Like, I don't know, man. She's being rude. I could see maybe one comment after the first, like, how old are you? He said 29. I would have respected it more if she just would have been like, well, you don't look 29, sir. Are you really 29? Like, this is what I don't like about people. And a lot of bitch-ass dudes do this, too. I'm not just putting this on all women. Like, a lot of bitch-ass dudes I've come in contact with in my life do all this passive-aggressive shit. Like, just talk direct. Don't be like that little funny passive-aggressive shit where you keep asking me the same question because you're trying to say I'm not 29. Just say, sir, you don't look 29. Are you really 29? That's what I respect. I respect direct communication. No funny shit. No childish shit. Like, just shout out to T Orlando for donating $1. Appreciate you, bro. You paid me for taking an L. You a real one for that. He. I guess we could talk about that. Like, does this man look 20? Well, y'all, I know y'all don't think he look 29, but like, but Big Meech, that's grown man shit. But what I've learned, and this is a side rant, most of the males, adult males that I've been around, they don't be on grown man shit. They really don't. They be on some little girl shit, some kid shit, some just all type of bullshit. You know? I remember when I worked at the construction site, man. Oh my gosh. I was like the only black person that worked there, and it was horrible. I should have never took that job. Them bitch ass white boys was so butthurt. I was disappointed. I'm like, man, this is just some gay ass shit. You know? They was being so passive aggressive and just bitch made. It just made me lose respect for that whole demographic. Not the whole demographic, but I'm just like, man, y'all really on some whole ass shit like this? You dudes are highly emotional, very petty, very childish. You motherfuckers ain't men at all. But they thought they were bigger men than me, I guess, because they knew how to do construction work and they knew how to raise their fucking voice and act like a sassy bitch with an attitude all the time. They were bitter, sassy bitches with bad attitudes who thought they were God's gift to the planet because they did construction work and they know how to fucking raise their voice. Those are the worst people I've ever come in contact with. And those were the most bitch-made dudes I've ever met who thought they were the biggest, toughest alpha males. It was a complete fucking joke. Like, them dudes were a complete fucking joke. Just thinking back on it makes me laugh because they took themselves really, really serious. Really, really serious. And ironically, the dudes who take themselves the most seriously ends up being the biggest jokes. But anyway, let's get back on track. Let me read the comments. Like, is there any chance? Yeah, overly emotional dudes are very dangerous. Yeah. I probably should have just quit that job. I stuck in there for, how long did I work at that job? 6 to 9 months. It was a difficult, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this real quick. I snapped a couple times. They disrespected me. But I'm a patient guy. And your hands are also kind of tied. It's like, well, what do I do? Do I swing on one of these motherfuckers? Like, well, that ain't a good situation. I'll just quit before I like swing on one of these dudes. But they were very disrespectful. But I was patient with it. I let a lot of shit slide. But eventually I snapped a couple times. But in situations like that, guys, everything ain't worth a check. Everything is not worth a check. I should have just quit that job and figured something out. Even if I had to quit on the spot, some shit just ain't worth it. Sometimes as a man, you got to just be willing to walk away no matter what. That's not the best, obviously, advice. They always say, make sure you have another job before you quit a job. And I agree with that. I agree with that as a general rule. But if you find yourself in a situation where it's like, man, I'm about to snap out on one of these motherfuckers. In that case, bro, just walk off the job. It ain't worth that. It ain't worth all that. So just walk off the job. You will find something else, man. Sometimes you just gotta do what the fuck you gotta do. But let's continue. But my final statement on if this dude is 29, I mean, it's possible, man. It is possible. It's humanly possible that this man is 29. But the overall point is Kendra she's being blatantly rude, and this is so many women. Oh, I wanted to touch on something else too. There's a black, I don't even know if he considers himself red pill, but I believe he's a black red pill content creator, or I don't know if you call it, what is it, black men save yourselves, whatever you call that. He speaks from a perspective that he thinks black women are bad as I say they are, but he made comments like, Latin women and white women, they ain't like that. They actually like nice guys. He doesn't realize that white women are just as bad as black women these days when it comes to picking Chad and Tyrone and Brad and Chad and getting ran through and being disrespectful. He thinks white women are these angelic, being sugar, spice, and everything nice just because they're white. No, them white bitches ain't shit either. Women in general just ain't shit. Black women are just the extreme, expression of women not being shit. But yeah, I wonder, is that a myth in the black community that, well, let me put it like this. White bunnies, you have a better chance of finding a good white bunny than a good black woman. But that doesn't mean that most black bitches, let me take that back. That doesn't mean that most white women are good women or traditional or not going to be a headache. So I want to debunk that. So I think my next video I'm going to go over tonight is a video from him. So I could dive in on that if I can find it. Hopefully I can find it. But anyway, let's continue.
That means how many years have you been on Earth?
I'm 29 years old, you fucking bozo.
29?
Yeah.
Yeah, so at this point, okay. At this point, she's trying to instigate the drama. He already called her a fucking bozo, so she's seen that he turned up. So at this point, she's I don't know. She's throwing fuel on the fire at this point. But that shit is funny as hell. I'm 29, you fucking bozo. But I feel him though. I be wanting to just say the same thing to women when they say their little slick comments and shit. I just be wanting to say, shut the fuck up, you fucking bozo. You punk ass bitch, shut up. I'm gonna touch on this real quick too. It's crazy when, let me start here. I don't know if y'all heard of the show on Netflix. It's called the fuck is the name of this show? Oh, Love is Blind on Netflix. Yeah, I watch all those fucking dating shows. I don't know if it's because I'm red pilled and I don't know. And I want to analyze it from a red pill perspective. But There's a scene in an upcoming episode where, one of the couples go meet the girl's mother. And the mother says something to the effect of, if you hurt my daughter, I'll cut your balls off. And it's like, that's a deal breaker. The relationship would be ended. I don't care how much I love the woman. If your mom is going to talk like that, we don't have a future. And it's sad because, well, I don't want to say it's sad, but the girl may have been a good girl, but that's a black flag. If the first time you meet the mother, she's threatening to cut your balls off, yeah, we don't have anything else here. Like, I can't continue in a relationship. But the point I wanted to make is, I don't know if the father was there, but there's a lot of bitch-ass dudes who can't check their wives. They're scared of their wives. They don't want to correct their wives. They don't want to challenge their wives. So, but here's the contradiction with that. So if your wife goes on a dinner event or whatever, goes to a dinner with your daughter and her new boyfriend, and threatens the new boyfriend to cut his balls off, and he snap out on her and smack her or say, I'm going to sew your coochie shut or something. Now you have to defend your wife's honor, even though she doesn't have honor, and she the one who initiated the drama. So she's putting your life at risk because she's a disrespectful bitch you can't check. That's what I'm saying. Men like that shouldn't get in relationships. They're just not fit to have a woman. If you can't check a bitch about something, you can't check your own wife or girlfriend about something, then you shouldn't be with her, bro. Because your life's going to be in danger. She's going to put your life at risk because you don't have a pair to check her. And some women can't be checked. They're just crazy monsters that you shouldn't be with. But let's say you got stuck in a relationship with a crazy monster. At least have a pair and try to check the bitch. Can you at least try to check her? It's just attempt to, at least. Some type of manhood, and just never mind.
Hey, I know, girl. I know you ain't trying to go there with the rings, because you without no makeup on, you're hideous. Like, don't play with me, because I can go there. I'm trying to be nice. That wig, bitch, like, don't play with me. Don't play with me, Kendra. Please don't.
Oh, my goodness. Oh. That wig, bitch, don't play with me. See, and I want to touch on this too. And this is a big thing with black women. When you go here with them, then they'll say you're being sassy. Like, they'll throw shots at you all day long. But then when you finally snap out on them, they like, now you being feminine. But what was you being masculine by trying to roast a man or trying to throw shots at a man? Of course. But no matter how much you check them in a masculine way, they're going to say the fact that you're defending yourself is sassy. So they expect men to just take all their disrespect and never say nothing back. It's ridiculous. But my fault. I just love the first. I said I'm 29, you fucking bozo. 29, you fucking bozo. And don't get me started, bitch. That wig, bitch, without makeup, oh, you hideous. My nigga said hideous. He ain't say ugly. You brought out a vocab word for that. And this is true, Kendra. You come on, you can't talk shit. Yeah, out of all days she could have picked to talk shit and try to get on somebody, this was literally the worst day possible for her to try to roast and be funny. The worst day possible.
Don't do it.
I mean, well, listen, I'm the one with a show that you stayed up to be on, so you can
Nobody
say
gives a fuck though. Cause
I mean, if nobody gives
you're
a
not
fuck,
a nice
why are you
person.
here?
You're ugly in the inside. You trying to throw little jabs at people.
He's right. You can say he ugly, you can say he gay, whatever people want to roast, with him, he's right. She's ugly on the inside. And honestly, most women are. Men make women decent human beings. I think Beyonce said something at a dinner recently, and black women got mad, of course, because they're miserable demons. But she was saying, thank you for making me into the woman I am today, or you taught me how to be a woman, and people got mad. But no, a man does teach a woman how to be a woman. A man teaches a woman how to be a decent human being. A man trains a woman how to be a decent human being. She might have been kind of sweet when you met her, but true character, yeah, that comes from a man. Fucking period. But yes, Kendra G is ugly on the inside in a lot of ways. She has some, how can I put it? She has a good side to her heart as well. But like all women, yeah, they're ugly on the inside. Women are hideous on the inside, yes. Generally speaking. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He cooking though. Yeah, she's ugly on the inside. He ain't lying. She do be throwing little shots at people.
You trying to throw little jabs at people? Look at you, bitch. Your shiny ass face. Bitch, ugly. Fucking ugly. Look at you. Look at you. What type of person are you? Trying to throw jabs at people. And bitch, under that makeup, bitch, you look 100. Come on. We seen the pictures of you at the motherfucking airport, bitch. You're ugly.
Do you want me? Okay, I just have one question. Do you think you're hurting my feelings?
I don't give a fuck, bitch. Don't try to comfort me. Bitch, don't comfort me if I didn't send for you, okay?
And how did I comfort you? Because I'm just confused that you're 29 years old?
Like I said, I'm 29, and I'm confused. How old are you, bitch?
What year was you born?
1993. What year you was born?
Child. Well, listen, bless your soul. Life has been challenging for you. It's
No,
evident.
you trying to throw jabs with your Tasha K. Bitch, you look like you can be related to Tasha K. Bitch, y'all ugly ass motherfucking monkeys.
I mean, oh, so Good Day Sir says she has a good heart towards women. Yeah, I mean, that's most women. Men aren't human to you. I mean, look, I've said it before, I'll say it again. You're not human to most women. Fucking period, dude. Yes, some women have compassion towards, I mean, a lot of women do have compassion and a heart for other women and animals. But yeah, as far as a man, no. No. Hell no. Yeah, because if a man come on her show with a sob story, she gonna basically feel like, well, man up, nigga, you a man. If a woman come on with a sob story, she be ready to give cash apps and shit. You know?
Y'all
Okay. That's enough. Let me see. Let me try to find something. Let me try to find something. He got multiple channels. Well, see if I can find it real quick. I probably can't find it, but I'll find it later and we'll go over it tomorrow. All right. What else did I say I was about to go over? How long I've been on? Okay. All right, we got 15 more minutes. Yeah, Bitcoin hit 100K. It's crashing down now. I'm waiting for the altcoin season. I'm waiting for the altcoins to go crazy. You dig? All right. Let's go over one more thing before I'm out. F it. Let's go over this.
I believe in the right timing for me. So even if things aren't working out for me as quickly as I would want them to, I know within the right time I'm going to receive the relationship that I'm supposed to be in. So I'm not doing the most with like putting out an ad. Because to be honest, like if I went online and I saw that a woman had posted an ad for a husband or whatever, it just gives desperate to me. And that sounds bad, but that's just how I look at it. And if I was also to do that, I would also think that there would be a lot of men that would look at the ad and have the same thought. Like, wow, this woman put out an ad to find a husband. Like, that's pretty desperate. There are men that would like running at the chance to like.
Yeah, but not dudes she's going to respect. That's the thing. The thing about a woman putting out an ad like that, no guy who she's going to respect is going to respond to the ad, because guys she respect is going to find it completely pathetic. Oh my goodness. Yeah, by the time a woman has to put out an ad, just forget about it. Just forget about love, forget about a man, focus on something else. Yeah, I don't like her short blonde hair. She's a typical just effiness. Typical B-dub. Not girlfriend material, not wife material. It's just always a red flag when an attractive woman is struggling to date. She has simps in the inbox right now. If a woman is still single after 25, it's because she's a train wreck. 9.5 times out of 10. And this whole thing about I'm just going to wait on my Mr. Right, there is no Mr. Right. If you couldn't figure out dating from 18 to 30, maybe you just shouldn't date as a woman.
You know, approach that woman and try to be the husband. But I'm sure that there's another percent of people that would be like, that is weird as hell. I'm just that percent of people.
One, pride will leave you homeless. Pride will leave you lonely. I feel like there's a lot of women, I won't say just women, there are a lot of people that are worried about this whole shame thing. And it's just a figment of your imagination, because fear is not real. All right. And you can't worry about what other people think, because at the end of the day, again, Netflix only has so many shows. You can only eat so much ice cream by yourself. You can only worry about your other friend's relationship. You can only go to so many weddings by yourself. You could.
Yeah, but what other people think, that's everything to women. And it always will be. Most women will never get over that. Some women do get over it. But a woman like this on a fucking podcast and all that, nah, she'll never get over it. I'm sure she got like at least 20, 30,000 followers on Instagram. She'll never get over the keeping up with the Joneses or caring about status and stuff. She's cooked. Most pretty women are cooked when it comes to maintaining a relationship or picking the right man. They're going to pick the men they're the most attracted to. And those are the men who are the most likely to do them dirty and not give them commitment. So yeah, they're cooked.
We only be a third wheel for so long. When is it time to invest in like what you want for yourself?
But I think that that's a problem if you are doing all of those things. Some people are happily single, waiting for their right relationship. Like, I'm not sitting at home crying, eating ice cream.
I didn't say anything about tears.
That I have to go to weddings alone. Like,
But you
I don't
understand.
know, but that's not what single looks like for everyone. So some people aren't as desperate to get out there and put out an ad for a husband.
But you calling it desperation, though. It may not be desperation. That may be your effort, because again, she was tired of the dating apps. So she's literally saying, okay, I've exhausted my options. I've seen what's in this app. I would like to put out an ad, and whoever's got the database, like a matchmaker or so, that matches my qualifications, and please get back to me. That way you save yourself a lot of time. And again, I know you're in your 20s.
Maybe, yeah, I was about to say, maybe that person doesn't have that much time.
Maybe
they are in like
strategy. Yeah,
we
hope
have
it's strategy.
We have the age of this person, because maybe they are an older person, and that's why they have exhausted all other options. But
she's 27. Like, you're old in the dating market. Like, feminism lied to you, baby. 27, damn near old as fuck as a woman. You've been kicking it with boys since you was 15 running the streets. That's 12 years of dating gone wrong. She thinks she got all the time in the world at 27. You already passed the second wall and approaching the third, full speed ahead. You need to find a man ASAP. Or you need to get some therapy to figure out why you, aren't picking the men who you could be in a healthy relationship with. But look, I already know. Long Stick Rick and Long Rod Todd have already imprinted on you. So you will never be satisfied with any decent man. You're alpha widowed 3 times over by now. You will never be satisfied with the guy who would try to make an honest woman out of you. She's cooked and cornered. She's done. She's well done. It's over with. And it's sad because she's still in her 20s and it's over with. The reason why 27 is old, Shalik, is because she's been dating since 15. I'm 90% sure she's been dealing with males since she was 15. Probably lost her virginity at 15. Anywhere from 15 to 18. She's been running around in the streets for at least a decade. Think about all the damage, all the baggage. Think about all the time she's been in love with a dude who treated her like garbage. Okay, Shalik. Okay. I'm glad you're asking questions, Shalik. A alpha widow is a woman who bonded with a guy, bonded with an alpha male. It doesn't have anything to do with actually being married. This is a red pill term. So being alpha widowed is getting with a guy who was an alpha, but he just basically had sex with you or played with your emotions and left you. So that's why you're widowed, because the alpha left and he ain't coming back. He never came back. And these women think about these men that they really love that played them, who were the supreme alphas, and they will never let go of these guys. But those guys will never come back to them. That's why they're alpha widowed. And when she get with a nice guy who don't measure up to the alpha that left her, look, she's going to resent that guy that she's finally staying with because he's not like the alpha that left her. That's the concept of being alpha widowed. Well, yeah, basically the Chad and Pookie, yes. The Chad and Pookie imprinted on her, so now she can never respect a decent man. And she will always respect the tough alpha indecent men. And she will always wish that that nice guy was like those dudes.
But yes, me as a 27-year-old woman, I'm not. That's not an option for me. I don't.
Can I interject if you don't mind?
Yeah.
I think that's what's missing. Rome is speaking from a place of like women who want marriage and are likely satisfied in all the other areas in their life, but and they are waiting, but that's what they're still seeking, you know, and
craving.
Yeah, and as opposed to just waiting, it's like, why would you not invest?
Control your destiny. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's right. Invest in what it is you really want, because it's very.
I want to touch on this real quick. I can't stand when a motherfucker touch me. Like stop touching me. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna make a scene or something, but in my head, I just be like, why does this motherfucker keep touching me? But anyway, let's continue.
Very tiring. Think about it. When you're older, I'll say past like 32, like to be out at the happy hour, to meet people, like it's expensive. And it's just a lot. You know what I mean? Like
Good Day Sir says 27 is old because if you were thinking about taking her serious, you got to vet her for at least 2 years. And if you want 3 kids out of her, you're going to have to rush and have babies back to back. Facts. I would say, yeah. My advice to an 18-year-old young man who's getting play from women and he wants to settle down and be a serious man, yada, 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 I would say he needs to vet a woman for 5 years. But sometimes you may not be able to do it for 5 years if you want babies or whatever. But that's why I say there's no good reason for a woman to be single after 23. Because a man need to vet a woman for at least 3 years. Bare minimum 3 years. So maybe a year dating, 2 years living with her. If you just insist on getting married, I wouldn't advise it. But if you insist, I would say at least 3 years. So like a year dating, 2 years living with her. At least before you say to yourself, okay, this is the mother of my child. This is the woman I'm going to marry. Like 3. You got to get 3 in. Minimum. So if you're a man who just insists on getting married, you cannot propose before 3 years. But that's why a woman got to lock this shit down early, man. 18 to 23 max. So yeah, based on that logic, 27 is old. I gotta vet you till you 30 if I meet you at 27. And then if I want 3 kids, we gotta just run it back to back. But the main reason why women who are a certain age are just undateable is because all the baggage and damage. It's so many reasons. I could probably come up with 10 reasons why it's a bad idea for a man to take a woman serious after 25. I could probably think of 10 really good reasons why that's a terrible idea. In my opinion, after 25, live out girlfriend at best and do not reproduce with her. So Don second, you said I bet I can't give. Okay, T Orlando says I can't give 10 reasons. Okay, give you 3 reasons off the top of my head. Okay, man, where do I start? If she's single after 25. Okay, one of the main reasons is, so 18 to 25, that's 7 years of selfishness. I mean, not necessarily. She could have dated or whatever. Okay. Let's say she's been casually dating from 18 to 23. And nothing worked out. So reason number 1, baggage from all her failed situationships and relationships. So that's 1. 2 is like, well, why did these relationships not work out? What's wrong with you where none of these relationships worked out? That's 2. There's some type of flaws that you have where none of these relationships worked out. So that's 2. 3 is, what kind of men are you picking? Because relationships work out with good men. 9 times out of 10, if a guy's really genuinely a good dude and you're genuinely a good woman, the relationship is going to work out. So the third reason is she's picking bad boys. She got a taste for bad boys. That's not a good thing if you're a good dude. So that's 3 reasons. 4th, if she's had sex with numerous guys from 15 to 23, her pair bonding ability is fucking shot. She's already had 5-10 dudes since high school by 23. Her pair bonding ability is fucking shot. So ain't that 4? So maybe I can't come up with 10. But if I was really thinking about it, I could go on and on. It really isn't a good idea for a man to take a woman serious after 25. Those are just 4 reasons. Or yeah, she might be a single mother. Just everything is bad about a woman after 25. We could think of 10, man. Even if I can't think of 10 off the top of my head, we could fucking think of 10. Another reason, I could keep going, man. She's gotten too used to being able to do what she want when she want. So now she got to reprogram her brain to get on the program of a man. And that's hard when you haven't had to do it for 7 years, 10 years. Another reason, she's constantly going to be comparing you to one of those other dudes from her past that she wished it worked out with. How many are we up to now? I mean, yeah, another reason, like you said, she could be an independent boss bitch at that point. Another reason is she going to want to travel all the time. She's trying to keep up with Instagram because that's usually what women fall into from high school to 23. Is she addicted to social media at that point? None of the things that she's going to pick up being single for years is going to benefit you as far as her being your wife after 25. You see what I'm saying? Nothing she's going to do from 18 to 25 in the dating market and in the world is going to make...
My nigga. My nigga.
Shout out to Big Meech. Appreciate the $5 donation. But here's the main point. Nothing she's going to do from 15 to 25 on the dating market, free on the dating market, and free in the world, left to her own devices in the world, is going to make her a better wife for you. Everything from 15 to 25 that she's going to do as an independent thinking being is going to make her a worse wife when you meet her at 26. Everything she was doing from 16 to 26 makes her a shitty wife after 26. Or I'm just saying, because I say after 25, or I say really after, I say after 23. But we'll give the benefit of the doubt. But yeah, anyway, I think y'all get the point. Yeah, her female friends and female peers, how much of an influence do they have on her? They're probably too much of an influence on her after being left to her own devices for all those years. A man is supposed to guide a woman, not her friends, not social media. That's why she's fucked by 23, 24, 25.
You can just go home and go to sleep. Mm-hmm. So if you put the ad out, you can stay home in your bed and relax and then just wait for the flow of people to come in. You know, I mean, it's
I could keep going. Did I mention that she's had better men than you sexually? So she's always going to be comparing you to the best guy she fucked from 15 to 23. Ooh, that gotta hurt. See, I could keep going.
It's probably working smarter, you know, not harder.
Yep.
But I'm looking at that from someone not in my 20s.
Mm-hmm.
And I
All right, let me break this down real quick. Shalik, I don't know if you heard me ever say this. It's the five walls of female failure. And this is a MDC RB Sensei exclusive. I've never heard anybody else say this. I'm coining this. This is the 5 walls of female failure. I'm sure some of the people who are watching me right now have heard this before, but I'm gonna break it down real quick. I'm still gonna break it down, but Don II says this is sort of black pill. I wouldn't call it black pill. It's just the truth, bro. It's not like, yeah. Well, I don't know if I'll say my 5 walls of female failure. T. Orlando's version of 5 walls of female failure is 18, 22, 25, 30, 35, and 40. Okay, how old are you, Don II? You said you're 23. If you're 23, it's rough, man. Being 23 is rough. Because these new chicks are getting worse. That's what's fucked up about it. So my advice as a 23-year-old, well, I'll say this. Here's my advice, honestly, from the bottom of my heart. The best advice I could give a 23-year-old is you really don't need to focus on women right now. I know that's the last thing you want to hear at 23. But look, you don't really have anything. Like, what do you have to offer a woman? You know, even if you were to find a so-called good woman, and we can go on a whole tangent about if that's even a thing. But yeah, at 23, you need to be focusing on your paper. Yeah, work hard, get your money up, get your skills up. You're not a man. Like, no disrespect, but at 23, you're not a man yet. Flat out. But okay, Don Second says, I'm gonna just lock in for 10 years, get rich, and just riz hoes along on the way. Yeah, the dating market in my scene is cooked. Yeah, you gotta become, I don't want to say an elite man. Yeah, women want a man to have certain markers before they're attracted to you. But one thing, I hope you keep watching my channel, because one thing I teach, I go deeper, man. I go after you get the woman and you've been with her for 20, 30 years. I go that deep into it. This is just the first step. Attracting a woman, getting in your first relationship, you know, keeping a woman, that's the next stage of it. And then how the woman acts after you've already been in a relationship for 10, 15, 20 years, that's a whole different ball game, a different level of it. So yeah, but just focus on you. And one thing I'll tell you, the best advice I can give you, don't take women too serious, even if you find a good one. Women aren't anything to build your life around. Women are something to think about fourth or fifth down the line in your day. Even if you find a wife, a good wife, and yada, yada, yada. A woman shouldn't be in the top 5 things you're ever thinking about, ever, at any point in your life. Even if you get married and have kids, that woman shouldn't be in your top 5 things you're thinking about. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I would say. Women aren't important, and they never will be. And that should be your mentality until you die. Now, to to be clear, if you do get a woman who's submitting to you and doing what she need to do, then yeah, she should benefit from that, and she will benefit from it. Women naturally will benefit from being with a decent dude, but you have to keep a figurative foot on a bitch neck forever. That's one thing I want you to get to. You can't ever let your guard down fully with a woman, and you got to be somewhat hard on women your whole life. There is no letting your guard down. You got to keep that bitch in check your whole life. If you get married and you get a wife and you had kids, I don't care what happened. You got to keep that bitch in check constantly, all day, every day, for the entirety of the relationship. If you get weak, you're going to fucking pay, and she's going to make your life hell. If you get weak at 55, at any point, if you get weak, she's going to make you pay and make your life hell. So, another advice real quick. You have to be comfortable being alone as a man, because at any point in your life, that bitch could leave you and take the kids and turn the kids on you. I don't want anybody deleting themselves. That's why I say bitches aren't important. Don't ever make a bitch your identity. Don't ever get to a point where with a woman where you're like, if she leave, man, I don't know what I would do. Don't ever get to that point. I don't care how sweet and good of a woman she is. Always be able to live without that bitch. I don't care how good she is. I don't care how good of a mother she is. I don't care how good she been to you for 20 years. You, in the back of your head, you always need to know, if this bitch ever leave me, I'll be all right. I love her, and I'm going to be hurt. We've been together for 10 to 15 years. If she leave and take the kids, I'm going to be hurt. I'm going to cry for a few months. Fine. But deep down inside, I need you to feel like I'm going to be all right, though. I'm going to be all right. But, all right.
I think that's what the
with the
I'm not saying
that's where the disconnect is. Obviously,
my timeline has so many women saying, "I've done the right thing. I have a 6-figure job. I've got what's someone with an M? I got a master's degree
with an M.
And
I got one of them.
Learning moment.
But they say this, and they say, I just want someone to share my life with.
Nobody gives a fuck about that master's degree. They're just gone. Look, by the time they on Twitter or whatever social media talking about, I just want to find somebody to share my life with, you've been cooked for 20 years. It's just so crazy seeing these 30 plus, 40 plus, 50 plus year old women on social media trying to figure out dating. It's been over for 30 years already. Or at least 20. Like, I mean, look, if you 40 plus on the internet talking about dating or trying to figure out dating, it's been over for 15 Team, years already. It's stupid to even be talking about this with somebody your age.
They're not even saying, I want a husband anymore. They've even changed their language. I just want somebody to share
Or
my
at this
life
point,
with.
it's better to just share your life. Don't get married.
They're not even looking for a husband. They're saying like,
Keep your
something
assets
like
to yourself.
companion-
And I think that,
companionship. Yeah.
and
But you 20?
I believe,
Live on that hope, girl.
I believe this, right?
Look at that hate in her eyes looking over to him. Yeah, she's done, man. This is the hate in her eyes she'll have for you if you wipe this up. If you say anything she don't like, oh my goodness.
You
I
wait,
believe-
but it's just sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. Let me get this out before he gets away with that comment and that slick grin that he just did. Because you're saying that to me as if waiting on hope is wrong. Like, no, I am young enough to feel like what's for me will eventually come for me.
Mm-hmm.
I am not
Don't-
interested in putting out an ad at this time of my
You
life.
don't need to. You're in your 20s. You're bad. Look at your body. You look at your face. You got everything going
Tell
for
them.
you.
Where's his camera?
She's beautiful.
But
Look at
you
her
want to
body,
be
look at her
married
face.
and with a kid.
This
No.
ad's my ad.
Wait,
This
wait,
is
but
my ad.
listen, Amanda, you actually, most women your age don't want to be married at this age. That's the thing. You at this age, you actually want to be married and with a kid. Most women don't.
Look, man. I'm seeing if I can say it a different way. The time frame for a woman's mind to be molded to be a good wife for a lifetime is like 14 to, I'll just say 14 to 23. And honestly, once we start getting in them 20, man, look, 21 to 23 is like buzzer beater time. Or I'll just say 21 to 25 is buzzer beater time. But the true time for a young woman's mind, young girl's mind to be molded into being what would be considered a good wife material, the type of woman who's genuinely feminine, who's going to get on a man's program for a lifetime, is like 14 to 21, man. That's really that time. 21 to 25, you getting long in the tooth. It's getting a little shaky.
I would like to be married. Not
With a kid.
I would like
don't
a kid.
don't set up here and lie now. You done told us this.
Okay, what I said was I want to be kid. That's what I said.
Oh, you don't want to be married? You just want a kid?
No, I do want to be married.
I know donors.
No, but to be honest, I've never really been one to be like, I gotta get married first and then I have to have a baby. And
Yeah, that's what's wrong with the black community. That's what's wrong, because women just want the baby. That's the thing. Women just don't want the man. They want the status of a man. They want the protection of a man. They want the house building skills of a man. But they don't actually care about the man as a person. They care about what the man could give them. They care about getting the baby from the man, but the man could go kick rocks after she get the baby. That's what type of woman this is. After she get the baby or after she get married and she could say, I was married, she going to get rid of that guy. If a guy ever do come and marry her and give her a baby, she might stick around for 5 years, but she's going to be like, I'm done with you. I got what I needed from you. Fuck off.
like,
Okay,
honestly,
we on something else.
if I'm pregnant, I'm pregnant.
Let me.
Oh shit.
What and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of gathered this. You said something that really triggered a thought, and I realized that you can't be happily single and happily married, or you can't be happily single and expect for that to transition to happily married. Because when you're happily single, you're selfish. You're only caring about you. You only think about what your desires are. You don't have to consider nothing outside of you. So when you're happily single, you can't even seek marriage.
It's hard.
You can't even see if somebody is fit to be your actual spouse. So the problem is when you get to that point in your life, it could be 27, it could be 40, it could be 50. When you get to that point in your life, it's like, well, guess what? I am no longer happily single. Now I want and desire and need a marriage to feel fulfilled in my life. So it could be a time thing, but I just think it's a maturity thing.
But I think that that's different for people who want to date intentionally, because you can meet someone and you can like them, and then suddenly your whole perspective changed. Yeah, you were happily single and you were selfish and you didn't have to think about anybody, but you like this person and you're starting to love this person so much that you're changing your ideas. And yeah, you want to do this for this person. And
No, you're not changing. No. I mean, that's cool in a honeymoon phase, but what about 5 years in when shit start getting real sticky, the butterflies are gone, she's going to bounce. She's going to go revert back to who she really is. That 6 months to 2 years, that's faking it because you kind of like them and the butterfly's still fresh. What about when shit get thick? You know what I mean?
you're changing your ideas for this person. So it's a little different because your mindset does change when you start to love someone. And that's that genuine kind of like love transaction that'll get you from being happily single to being happily in a relationship.
But you know what happens and why most relationships fail? Because then you get to that point where there's obstacles. You get to that point where having a relationship is tough, it's hard, and it's work. And the first thing you think about is, I was happily single. I don't need to deal with this. I don't have to settle for this. And now that relationship and the work for that relationship now becomes beneath you. Because
exactly, and this breaks down perfectly why I say these bitches is pretty much cooked after 23. I'm glad to hear you never fell in love. Oh, well, no, realize I've never fallen in love with a bitch. Yeah, bro, okay. Don, that falling in love shit is for women. A man has to remain stoic, focused, logical. A man could have love for a woman and care about a woman, but all that I'm so in love shit, that's for the woman, bro. That's not for the man. You shouldn't even want to fall in love with a woman because that's just the L in itself because that bitch is going to manipulate you. No. A man can't be in an emotional state. That's a woman's playground, and once she gets you down to that level, she will fucking destroy you. That's why I say you can't, like, love them. Just care about them, like, have love for them and care about them, but being in love with them, that'll have them ruining you. I'll just keep it simple like that. Just take my word for it.
Because you trigger and think back to when you were happily alone. So you're never going to put your best foot forward in the roughest times. For people that think that a relationship, especially a marriage, is going to be peaches and cream, sunshines and rainbows, and no adversity.
That's a different conversation because when you're in a relationship, period, you always have
peanut gallery.
You do have to decide what's worth it and what's not, because not everyone is going to revert back to the idea of, oh yeah, I was happily single, so I can go right back to doing what I was doing before. Not everyone's going to say that. Is this person and the trials and tribulations and the obstacles worth what we have? Some people will agree that it is and keep forward, and some people would just be like, okay, fuck it, I'm not a relationship person, so I'm just going to go back to being happily single.
I heard somebody say, right? This is real. I heard somebody say, because they were dating somebody.
Who's this somebody?
I was about to say, are you talking
about
me?
It's real.
No.
Like, who are you talking about?
It's real,
Yeah,
but we don't know who the person is.
I ain't going to put their name out there, but they were dating somebody for 1 year, and they were going through it for like the last, let's say, 2 months, right, prior to. They said, I don't need to deal with this shit, right? This is real, right? Reality.
All right, we get the point. Hey, James, I forgot to shout you out. James sent in $5 because he's better than James Dean, James Brown, James Earl Jones, James Franco, James Cameron, LeBron James, Kevin James, James McAvoy, Jesse James, James Madison, James Harden, James Woods, James Avery, Rick James, James Bond, James Baldwin, and last but not least, King James. Thank you so much for donating $5, James. And I got something for you, and then we're going to end it. This was a great fucking stream. A great stream. Thanks for everybody for donating. I think I earned it tonight. This was a really good stream. But I got something for you before we go, James. Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you for being there, man. Charles,
I run shit. You just live here.
More power to him.
You can't treat him like any of the other niggas around here because he ain't like any of the other niggas around here. You got it?
Right on, brother. I hear you. Man, I hear you.
City boy, city boy.
My nigga.
All right, great stream. Thanks for everybody for donating. Because I got the donations I needed, I will be back tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central, if not a little bit earlier. So just be checking for me between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. Central tomorrow. You dig? Everybody have a good night. RB Sensei out. Join the membership. I was going to put this behind the paywall, but this stream was so good, I got to leave this up. You know? But join the membership. You get videos early. You get my regular episodes at least a day early. And then probably most of the live streams I do go behind the paywall after I finish going live. So, yeah, consider joining the membership. I think it's, how much is the membership? Shit. Is it $10? Yeah, I think it's $10. But, yeah, everybody have a good night.